there are a few things we definitely know about Liam Hemsworth. He's hot, he's Australian, and he's awesome in the Hunger Games trilogy, but there's actually a lot more to him. Yes, beneath those piercing eyes and rugged good looks lays a very complex and interesting person. And that is what brings us all here today, my friends. We're here to serve you 8 things you probably didn't know about Liam Hemsworth. So first, we mentioned that Liam is obviously from Australia, and surfing is one of the country's biggest pastimes. In fact, we bet you didn't know Liam has been riding waves since he was 5 years old. Not only that, but his love of surfing is so hardcore, he almost died trying to catch a huge wave once. During an interview with Men's Health, he said this, quote, "When I was a kid, one time I got my leg rope wrapped around my whole body like a ball underwater. Couldn't get up. I was in waist-deep water, but I almost drowned. You know, I've had a few times." He's also added that the fear of dying is the, quote, fun part. Talk about daredevil. Coming in at number 2, surfing isn't the only thing Liam is obsessed with, as he's also fixated by squirrels. Yes, believe it or not, Liam has an odd fascination with the creatures because they don't have them in Australia. So he was in awe the first time he came across one when he was in the States. We'll let him break it down for you.
I did an interview and I had made a joke about some squirrels, so now I'm obsessed with squirrels. I have an obsession with squirrels.
Where did you see them for the first time?
At the Disney lot. I was at the Disney lot. I remember sitting there and I thought it was ironic that they had squirrels running out. And, you know, the only place I'd seen it was in pretty much Disney cartoons. I feel like they have a look on their face where they know something that you don't, that they're planning something. I don't trust them, to be honest. But...
You know what, Liam? We don't trust them either. Moving along to number 3, we're sure you know that Liam is 1/3 of the ever-so-handsome Hemsworth brothers, but did you know that Liam was almost cast as Thor instead of his big bro Chris?
Yeah, Liam actually, I had an audition before Liam and didn't get a call back, and that was it. And then like a month later, Liam called me up and said, "Oh, I'm down to the final 4 people or what have you." And I said, "Cool, I'll help you with the audition." And boycotted that audition, of course. And he didn't get the part. And then I, got in.
It's probably for the best, because if Liam had been cast as Thor, he probably wouldn't be a part of the Hunger Games, where he met his BFFs, Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. Everything happens for a reason. And even though Liam has a sweet acting career nowadays, his life wasn't always so glamorous, which is where number 4 comes in. Yes, just like the rest of us, Liam had a bunch of odd jobs before kicking off his actual calling. During an interview, he was asked what was the worst job he had before acting, and he said,
"All my best friends' dads were plumbers or electricians or builders or, something in that line of work. So we would always work for their dads to get a little bit of cash. I worked at a bakery for a little while. I worked in a bowling alley for a little while. I worked at a nature park as a park ranger. I did a bunch of different jobs, which was really good. I feel thankful that I was able to do those kind of jobs before.
Geez, more like what didn't he do before becoming an actor? Moving along to number 5, did you know that Liam's mom was a school teacher? Okay. We know that's not too exciting because a lot of people's parents are teachers, but the subject his mom taught was just a little awkward. Yeah, you guessed it. His mom taught him sex ed.
You know, you have your mum talking about sexual stuff. I'd like to be.
She ever call on you or anything?
I just put my head down most of the time. We had this one day where we were giving out cards of different sexually transmitted infections, and you had to stand up and talk about the card. And she picked me out of the whole room. I was like, "Well, I have chlamydia."
And while we're on the subject of his family, that leads us right into our number 6 thing you didn't know about Liam. Growing up with brothers, it should be expected that they'd all get into fights, but one time things got so intense, Liam threw a knife at Chris's head.
We would have a fist fight about who was going to sit in the front seat of the car. I threw a knife, like a proper... I don't know why my grandpa thought it was a good idea to give little kids a proper throwing knife, but he gave it to us.
So you threw a knife at your brother?
I threw it at his head when I was about 8, and the handle hit him in the head. The
handle side got him.
Yeah, it was just like a warning, like if you mess with me, I'll throw a knife at your head.
Good thing he missed. Could you imagine if he ruined that pristine, sexiest man alive face? Coming in at number 7, we're sure you all know that Liam was engaged to Miley Cyrus, but do you know what his favorite MC song is? It's, drumroll please,
Party in the USA.
Can I hear just a bit of it?
Party in the USA, yeah.
No, you have to do not do it.
Not in my head like, yeah.
Moving my hips.
Love that song so
Moving
much.
my hips like yeah.
Moving my
I'm just
hips.
saying, Liam, you heard that song
Like,
when we were in
yeah.
Tybee when I was recording it, and you were
this water looks good.
You kept singing the Jay-Z part. Don't lie, you love it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you like when I do that.
Jay-Z songs, oh, yeah.
See?
Great choice, Liam. Last but certainly not least, let's talk a little bit about where Liam is from. Yeah, we all know he's an Aussie native, but did you know he grew up on an insanely small island called Phillip Island? We're talking tiny. It has only 7,000 people. That's basically how many fangirls show up to freak out over him during every Hunger Game press tour. We're kidding, there are more fangirls. There you have it, 8 things you probably didn't know about Liam Hemsworth. Which one of these facts did you find the most surprising? Sound off in the comments below and then click here to learn a few things about his Hunger Game co-star Jennifer Lawrence. And don't forget to subscribe too. I'm your host, Danielle Robe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Clevver News.